Hey guys, this is Fluffal Incorporated, and today I'm going to do my first ever Banlist discussion video. Well, for this one, it's only going to be me seeing how the meta decks will be hit. Well, hopefully, it's only my predictions, and also it's going to be ways that I think that I'd probably do it if I were controlling Konami in some way or shape or form, which I don't. I mean, if all these happened, you could say that I called it. That being said, let's get to the first deck, which will be Kosmos. Oh my gosh, I have it out for this deck. Still my fifth most hated deck of all time. Kosmos are a very threatening deck. I mean, I don't need to explain anything really, so might as well go over the cards that I feel like should get hit. So, first up, Kosmo Tin Can. I made a video about this before, so check that one out later on. But then again, I'll explain it a second time just so you can, get the gist of it. You make sure you go +1. It's very easy to get out. Also, it gets your resources to the graveyard. Also, its pathetic stats never existed, just because you can just banish it to get another Kosmos ship. Also, this guy just too easy to abuse, because it is affecting during either end phase, man. It's just crazy. Like, I find the card absolutely ridiculous, which is why I feel like the card needs to get banned. Well, how I think Konami will do this? I think they'll probably just limit this thing to 1. But honestly, that'll do nothing to Kosmos. Just because you don't even need to open Tin Can. You probably don't even want to a lot of the time. That being said, Kosmos Tin Can just getting banned can take Kosmos down a peg, because they don't really need Tin Can. Now on to the next card, being Kosmo Dark Lady. I feel like this card needs to get banned. Like, just ban this thing, because it's a Divine Wrath on legs. Ooh, very nice legs to be exact. Oh wait, she's wearing a skirt. Dang it! Anyway, Kosmo Dark Lady is just a pain. You can stop any monster if that field, hand, grave, or anything is just there for Kosmo Dark Lady to negate. I mean, I play Fluffals and I play circles around this thing, but even then, Kosmo Dark Lady is still a pain to go up against. I feel like the card just needs to get banned, because, like King Tin Can, it's way too easy to get to. Also, Dark Lady is a pilot, so we could just, like, if we were to get targeted about, let's say, some form of destruction, like, I don't even know. But with Kosmo Dark Lady, you could just banish it and just get out a bigger Cosmo, like Dark Destroyer to pop a monster. Dark Lady is just a nightmare to face, which is why I feel like the card should get banned. But what Konami would do? I'm pretty sure they wouldn't hit this thing at all. This thing just came out. I mean, the only time that that card came out that got banned almost immediately after, if I recall correctly, are Cyberstein and Perform Pal Monkey Board. And that being said, Kosmo Dark Lady is very capable of getting hit just because of those examples. It may have been an emergency ban list both times, but hey, at this point they're pretty much all considered an emergency ban list just because they can adjust the game whenever they want to, which I see as a bit lazy in my opinion. Now, next card I'm going to discuss is Kosmo Dark Destroyer. Oh my gosh, Kosmo Dark Destroyer. This thing is just a pain to deal with. Like, you summon this thing, pop a monster. Okay, that's not much of a problem. 2000 body. Okay, I can take that. That's cool. Cannot be targeted by effects. Okay, that's a problem. But if it gets destroyed, it flows into a smaller Kosmo ship. Very difficult to deal with. I mean, Kosmo Dark Destroyer is a 3000 body that can't be targeted and can pop a monster. And can float. Does that sound remotely fair? I mean, this thing is very easy to get to. It's in my opinion, the Kosmo's boss monster. Very well could be, because this thing starts off too many of your plays, like, get out Dark Destroyer, pop it, Tin Can. My gosh, Kosmo Dark Destroyer is just a ridiculous card. I thought the card could go to, I don't know, let's say 1 or 2. I mean, Kosmo Dark Destroyer is very powerful at 3. That's why I probably say just limit it to 1. It's for the best. But what Konami will probably do is that they'll probably just limit this. They'll probably limit this thing the same I did, or just keep it at 3, or just at 2. I think they'll probably just keep it at 3, just so they can just have it. But what I would suggest is just limit it to 1. Now, lastly for the Kosmos, last card is Cosmo Town. Oh my gosh, Cosmo Town. This card is just stupid good for Cosmos. 1, it unbricks your hand. 2nd, it gets you your resources from the Bandit Zone, which Kosmos very often go to. Also, it can float you another Cosmo card, any Cosmo card, not just Cosmo Town, but like Slip Rider, Destroy Back Row, Tin Can, Dark Lady, any of those things are on the table for Cosmo Town to float into. And that's all in a one field spell. And this thing is one of the best field spells of all time, if not the best. I mean, it's tied with Domain, in my opinion, for best field spell. I mean, Cosmo Town probably beats it by a small margin. This card is just ridiculous. Which is why I feel like this card should be limited to 1. Because, I mean, even though that it's very powerful, it's hardly ban-worthy. Because if they lose Cosmo Town, they could very easily brick. I mean, I'm really no fan of Cosmos whatsoever. But I feel like all these hits to Cosmos will take them down a peg. Not by a huge margin, but definitely enough to get them down. So, yeah. The next deck I'm going to discuss is Monarchs. Oh boy, Monarchs. If you guys watch my top 10 most hated decks video, you know this is the deck that I hate the most. Like, I despise no deck more than I despise Monarchs. But again, I tried my best not to be biased on this video. Because, you know, that'd be no fun now, would it? I had to really stretch my patience to make sure I don't say ban Domain, ban Pantheism, ban Stormforce, ban Aether, ban Adia. Anyway, as bad as that was, let's get to what I say should be hit. First up, as the screen's sake, Domain of the True Monarchs. This is the second best field spell easily to date, because, you know, it makes Monarchs easier to summon, it locks down the extra deck for your opponent, and any summon monster you attack with gains 800 attack points, which gives Monarchs every single possible advantage that they can get. I mean, this card gives them the ability to take on Cosmos very, very well. But like Domain should be limited to 1 because it's overshadowing so many decks like Stellar Knights, which can't even handle the meta because of Monarchs. And like Fluffals, you know, I love Fluffals for 1, and second, Monarchs really, really curb stomp those decks. So I thought that Domain of the True Monarchs can be limited to 1. That's because it's not ban-worthy. It's not. Just keep it at 1. It's fine. Now, for the next card, it's to be Pantheism of the Monarchs. Because with Pantheism, it's free draw power. Well, not free, but you just Monarch Splash Shot, draw 2 cards. And then you banish it to get one more Monarch Splash Shot from your deck to your hand at random choice of 3 cards. So, Pantheism of the Monarchs is very ridiculously powerful, which is why I feel like this card should be limited to 1, all because it's not ban-worthy. Like, in fact, this card is what makes Monarchs R right now, because this card gives them the draw power that they need. This card is very recurable via Edia, but I feel like that Pantheism is good enough at 1, and I mean, if they keep it at 3, sure, but at least hit Stormforth, which I'll get to now, Monarch Stormforth, because, you know, Monarch Stormforth, you know, it's very easy to use because you don't even have to tribute the turn you use it. You just use it and just have your opponent make stupid plays just so they can have outseer certain plays. Because with the Monarch Stormforth, you just tribute summon a monster using your opponent's card. So yeah, the Monarch Stormforth is very ridiculous as a card. But I feel like this card should be limited to 1 as well. So yeah, the Monarchs are very, very powerful. Which is why Stormforth, Pantheism, Domain needs to get hit, because Domain is one of the most powerful field spells. Pantheism is probably the freest draw card in the game, and the Monarch Stormforth is probably the most broken spell in the deck, just because you can instill fear in your opponent's heart, just because you can just activate it. You don't even have to have Aether or anything. You just go the Monarch Stormforth without cost. It's just pretty much a free turn if you use it just right. So yeah, I feel like those cards can be limited to 1. Now the next deck I'm gonna go over is Burning Abyss and PK Fire. Well, you already know the decks are very powerful, pretty infamous at this point, but let's get to the point. I feel like the only card that needs to get hit in the deck is Dante, Traveler with the Burning Abyss. Well, I said put this thing to 1, the OCG is doing it, and it's pretty good. I mean, Dante is a very powerful card, which is why I feel like this card should get limited. I mean, limit Dante, you don't even kill Burning Abyss, you just go Dante float into and just go into Beatrice, because it's too easy to get into Beatrice and disrupt your opponent's plays while it was just speeding up your own. I mean, Beatrice, it's not really the problem card, it's Dante. Just because you get free mills, get effects off. Also, this card, it fills up your graveyard for cards you can use. Just, Dante is just powerful because, you know, you get easy free mills. It's pretty good. Like, I'm not even say pretty good. It's really good. Just because Dante, like, even with Winter Cherries out there, PK Fire is still being played like, wow. Because Dante is just very integral card to Burning Abyss. Which is why I say don't ban it, but put it to 1 just so you can take the deck down a peg. So, yeah. That's the only hit I feel that Burning Abyss really needs. Other than that, it's just fine, I guess. More rank 3 spam than anything else, so yeah. So, let's get into individual cards, which will be